We've got Gavin Fell here, assistant manager. Just want to catch up. We've had a flurry of games. Obviously, Mick talked last time about the newcomers. Just want to sort of your point of view, pre-season, the people that we managed to keep hold of.
Yeah, pre-season's been really well. Went really well. Sorry, that's down to the likes of Paddy and Millie and the whole squad. To be honest, the attitudes of the players has been first class. Recruited really well. Made sure that we had experience come in. We were missing a target man last season, and I think, with all due respect, with Dan coming in, he's given a different dimension to a game. But you put that experience and you put that recruitment alongside kind of the boys that we had last season and that we've managed to retain. Yeah, it's a real good recipe, and from our perspective, we've had a really good start in pre-season. I think last year we went into coming out of pre-season, we went in with a little bit of a false sense of security because we're playing like teams from lower leagues, and from our point of view, that kind of gave with that little bit of a false sense of hope because we were winning them games, and then we got beat 5-1 in our first game. So this season we've turned it on its head and made sure that the type of teams that were playing, the likes of North Shields and Easington and Blythe Spartans, obviously it was like a test for us. So making sure that we had to work hard without the ball, and in them games we did that, and that's kind of put us in a good position for the start of this season's campaign.
Good. So obviously going on to today's game, made it 5 out of 5.
Yeah.
Highlights, like encouragements, good points.
Yeah, listen, I think at the end of the day, anybody would have took 5 wins out of 5 at the start of the season. The one thing that we talk about in the dressing room is we don't get carried away. We don't get carried away when we win, and we're certainly not going to get carried away when we lose. So from that point of view, it was just all about kind of taking one game at a time. We've said to the lads, kind of after 10-15 games, that's when we'll understand where it's going to be in terms of kind of the league planning itself out. But we took Easington really seriously. Went to watch them on Thursday, and we knew they were a good team, and we knew we were going to have to be at it. And if I'm being brutally honest, kind of today, we were there from the first whistle to the 90th minute, and we were really good, scored some really good goals. I think we've got that ability now where last season we were on top of games and we weren't finishing them off with goals, and we're scoring goals at the right time, and from that perspective we're also kind of looking solid at the back defensively. So, and when I'm talking about this defensively, I'm not just talking about the back four and the goalkeeper, I'm talking about kind of 1 to 11. We defend from the front and everyone puts a shift in. So from our perspective, yeah, we just need to keep doing what we're doing, and we'll move on to Thornaby on Wednesday, and we never ever look too far ahead in terms of where we are and what we do, and we take each game as it comes.
Yeah, so brilliant. Obviously you just touched on there, obviously you're not going to look too far into the future. It's probably a little bit too close to sort of start predicting, but you've got to be comfortable, you've got to be sort of going out there hoping, winning.
That word comfortable is probably something that I'll never ever kind of ask the lads to ever feel. I don't want the club to feel that way. I don't want the 16 or the 22 that we've got in the squad. If we ever start getting to that point where I feel we're feeling like we're too comfortable, then we'll make changes, because the one thing that we want to take into every single game is that kind of appetite and that desire to really kind of take teams to the sword. And we talk about it in the dressing room. If people are expecting to turn up and play against a good Blythe Town football team, then give them exactly what they expect. Yeah. So from our perspective, there's a fine balance between kind of confidence and arrogance, and the one thing that I would absolutely kind of make sure that never happens is we're never ever arrogant, but there's nothing wrong with having confidence. So just getting that balance right and kind of taking each game as it comes.
Excellent. Well, thank you for your time, Gav. We'll catch up throughout the season.
Thank you.